Итак, всех горячо приветствую. Это новая серия по Хогвартсу. И в этой серии вы узнаете, куда распределила меня шляпа и что дальше нас будет ожидать. Всем приятного аппетита, мы начинаем. Ах да, не забудь поставить лайк и напиши комментарий после всего видео. Так, мы пришли в Хогвартс.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Конечно, готов к церемонии. И к распределительной шляпе.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
Знакомиться с
Prepare
директором.
yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had
Какой
left.
противный мужчина.
If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Профессор Уизли, кажется, мы
Welcome.
распределим не всех.
You're just in time. Have a seat.
Присаживайтесь. Шляпа, пожалуйста, распредели меня правильно. Будь так любезна.
Ah,
Надо же.
yes. A bit older than the
Ты
others,
постарше
aren't
остальных,
you?
не так ли?
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Скорее бы начать учиться.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a
зависит от меня.
dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Отвага. Любезность, верность, обязательность. Давай отвага.
A sense of adventure? I like to think that I'm not afraid of anything.
Oh, but you're brave at heart. Exceptionally daring. Undaunted by the unknown. Willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
Гриффиндор, да! У нас получилось попасть в Гриффиндор. Да, подтвердить выбор факультета. С первого раза мы достойны. Мы покажем себя хорошо, чтобы быть в Гриффиндор. О, да.
Better be Gryffindor!
Спасибо, спасибо. Поверьте, у вас будет самый лучший ученик.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Ну, началось. А я так хотел поучаствовать.
Enough it's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Какой он злой.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Папа есть.
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Хе-хе. Так, а можно мне на паузу встать временно?
It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor?
I
были
am
слышно?
a Gryffindor.
Я так все
Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
Пароль.
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Ходите.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Хорошо.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Я так понимаю, это какая-нибудь бабушка Рона Уизли там или что-то типа того.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Так, ну, вроде все замечательно, все хорошо. Сейчас мы проверим еще раз все. И побежим. Добро пожаловать в Хогвартс. Желтые эти нам показывают, куда нам надо. Так, наверное, мы побежим.
Now, which way is the common room?
Все уже учиться, наверное, побежали, а мы только-только куда-то стремительно бежим. Мы проспали или еще что-то типа того.
Must be different starting Hogwarts.
А и девочки. Девочки, это хорошо. Извините.
I hope a professor catches her this time.
Born with wings, Nelly. I'm sure you'd use them.
Представьтесь к Кресседи и Нелли. Хорошо, давайте представимся всем.
It'll be the next butterbeer. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new fifth year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Моя тетя. Ха.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Приятно
Well, it
познакомиться.
was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Жаль, русской озвучки, конечно, нет. Так, ну что, пойдемте
She gets bored.
вот сюда.
Oh, what did I do wrong this
Это
time?
Гермиона. Красита Блюм.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Не сомневаюсь, у тебя все
Don't
получится.
worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Желаю удачи.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Так, а с этой как?
Hogsmeade's no London, mind you.
Nelly will do anything for a
If
teacher.
I'll do anything for a thrill.
Да.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nelly, by the way. Nelly Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true?
Откуда у них
About the
такие
dragon.
уши, а? Все знают уже.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling. And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
О, да, приятно было познакомиться.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor, Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Так, ну, нам пора двигаться. О,
Good
профессор
morning.
Уизли.
I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
Да.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially
догоним.
as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
Сов.
Owls.
Yes,
Знакомо.
your ordinary wizarding level exams.
А.
They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Так. Книга
Here you are.
какая-то. Книга Хогвартса. Ого. Волшебная книга. Ну хотя,
What is it?
ничего удивительного.
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
Да не
You would
вни,
be
грубо
wise
говоря.
to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Да, давайте, конечно.
Lumos.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Nice and warm.
Что за шляпник?
Peasy has a brand new game.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on
Revelio.
it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Страница руководства. Портрет Баруфио. страниц руководства. На этом портрете изображен волшебник Баруфио, прославившийся своим мозговым эликсиром и очередным напоминанием, как важно правильно произносить наши заклинания. Однажды он произнес S вместо F, и в результате обнаружил, что лежит на полу, а у него на груди стоит буйвол. Вы только что открыли испытание руководства. Ваш прогресс будет отображаться здесь. Где здесь? Выполняйте испытания из руководства. Это единственный способ заработать очки опыта XP. Открыть руководство. Хорошо, давай. Ага. Это ваш уровень волшебства. Опыт XP получен результатом прохождения испытаний. Повышайте ваш уровень силы. Ваше руководство отслеживает текущий прогресс в прохождении испытаний. Выберите меню испытаний, чтобы продолжить. Хорошо, давай. Собрав свою первую страницу руководства, вы открыли новую категорию испытаний. Здесь будут появляться все новые испытания, которые вы разблокируете во время своих приключений. Выберите страницы руководства, чтобы продолжить. Так, понятно. Каждое испытание имеет несколько уровней. На каждом из них вас ждут специальные награды, начиная от внешнего вида и заканчивая важными обновлениями. Награды можно получать в меню испытаний. Возвращайтесь почаще, чтобы получать все награды, которые вы разблокируете. Выйти из руководства. Хорошо. Так, ну понятно. Надо будет еще выполнять задания, испытания, точнее, чтобы...
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
О! Кес. Ты кто?
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Вам нужно на уроки. Извини, тут киса, надо было погладить. Это какой-с? Ничего, подождали до этого и сейчас подождите. Она под стол, извините, под стол выкинула яблоко.
Good timing.
Как раз вовремя. Что-то там.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find central.
В вашем руководстве есть карта. Открыть карту М. Ух ты, прикол. Хогвартс разделен на две основные области. В левой части карты вас ждут студенты и профессора. Здесь расположены гостиные и большой зал. Выберите южное крыло, чтобы продолжить. Тут, видимо, здесь, да. Здесь вы можете видеть точки с летучим пламенем, которые доступны в этом регионе. Точки с летучим пламенем зеленого цвета — это те, которые вам удалось обнаружить, включая гостиную вашего факультета. Точки с летучим пламенем серого цвета показывают местоположение еще не обнаруженных точек. Это быстрое перемещение. Все ясно. Не факт, что мы будем часто ими пользоваться, но я понял. Выберите постройку библиотеки, чтобы продолжить. Профессор Уизли разблокировал для вас точку с летучим пламенем в центральном зале. Смените карту с помощью АД. Понял. И отправляйтесь в точку с летучим пламенем в центральном зале. Используйте пробел.
And here we are. Quite the time
Мы на
saver.
месте.
These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Не факт, что экономит время, но посмотрим.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Professor Weasley said she'd help me with my switching.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both charms and defense against the dark arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Спасибо, профессор.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Примерно так и было.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
Oh,
Speak of the devil. Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
А учиться мы сегодня пойдем, нет?
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Ура! Поговорить с профессором, ё-моё, опять поговорить. Ладно.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Так. Вы можете отслеживать дополнительно на мини-карте. Ой, на карте. Угу. Значок символизирует основные задания. Выполняя основные задания, вы продвигаетесь по основной истории. Откройте новые возможности и зарабатывайте опыт. Некоторые задания заблокированы из-за требований к наличию заклинаний или к вашему уровню. В этих случаях для активации задания вам нужно достичь требуемого уровня или уметь использовать необходимые заклинания. Новые заклинания можно изучить, выполняя задачи профессора, или в качестве наград за задание. Начните отслеживать задания с помощью правой кнопкой мыши, чтобы продолжить. Хорошо, так как... какое задание? Наверное, вот это вот.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Двигайтесь по заданию. Хорошо. Понял. А мне наверх? А, вот, дверь открылась. Чё? Зачарованный компас. Приведет вас к любому месту. А, вот оно как работает. Чё? Где кто чихает? Ладно. О, глаза. Хватит за мной следить. Так.
Is that all you've got? Yeah. Bombard!
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Так, учим Левиоса. Левиоса, Левиоса.
Levioso.
Ай, хорошо. Какие мы молодцы. Сразу же научились.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
А теперь что-нибудь покрупнее. Хорошо вас, мистер Манкустер.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Ну что ж, начнем с основных заклинаний. Нажмите, чтобы использовать основные заклинания.
See how the dummy deflected your cast.
Видите, как манекен защищается?
Cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Хорошо.
Remember,
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Понял.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso, this can't be your first duel. Let's just...
If only all of my students were this adept.
Protego!
Protego? Okay, Sphinx.
You enjoy life, pure. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a
Нет,
beginner.
для новичка ты можешь
You give as good
постоять
as
за
you
себя.
get.
Я его еще и остолбеней.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for
Как я быстро.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Давайте мы скажем, что это наш
In
первый.
fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Отлично. Звучит интригующе.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Отлично, найдем.
Till next time.
Занятие по защитным темных искусств. Угу. Так, ладно. Угу. Тут еще испытания. В общем, я думаю, нас этому обучат еще потихоньку. Поэтому пока продолжаем. Что за сундук?
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Что за ящик? Где? Странно. Он как будто бы выше. Ну да ладно. Не, наверх надо. Но показывает при этом вниз. Хорошо, пойдемте.
Levioso.
Кто-то ругается там. Оно выше. Типа. Понял. Отправляйтесь в класс заклинаний. Чё? А, еще выше. Еще выше. Хорошо. Так, вот я пришел. Так. Чё, куда я могу сесть?
Here.
Не
Behind
вернись.
you.
Тут есть свободное
There is
место.
an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronen yet?
Начнем.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Никто ничего не знает.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Так. Акцию. Зафиксируй свой Так, это понятно. Я не помню, что за заклинание.
Accio.
That is not bad.
Неплохо.
You
Not bad,
are a
not bad.
swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have
Отбирать
ourselves a
предметы.
little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air.
Так
After me.
сказать. Как-то так. Так-то. Понял. Опа. Летать?
I've always found that
Нет.
fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
А нет, летать
So,
будем.
what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest students start us off?
Чё это с меня-то? Я даже не знаю, что надо делать. Ладно.
Very simply, cast Accio on
Так.
one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
Accio.
You hold the sphere as excellent. Happens to the best of us.
Я понял.
That's it.
А так...
Very good.
Вон она как работает.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as
Так,
before,
ага.
and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Да.
Yes, sir.
Надо набрать больше число очков, я так понимаю. Ну давай.
Watch this. There we go.
Окей.
Accio.
Ай, чуть-чуть не докатил.
Excellent.
Ладно.
Here we go.
Да ладно. Ты чё, все на полтиннике загонишь, что ли? Ты прикалываешься?
Well done.
Ай,
Let us see
чуть-чуть не
this.
скинул.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Ах ты крыс.
Splendid.
А у неё Ай. Ну ничего страшного.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Давай, давай, давай. Ух ты, переезчики у нас.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Ну давай.
Chatter, focus now.
Ты первая.
You will need it. This round settles it all.
There we go.
Смотри, как надо. И... А, ты, блин, вечно на 4 надо останавливать. Бесит. Ладно. Ни один улетел. Да не умею я играть, отстаньте, короче. Все, по нолям у меня, все, по нолям. Я забываю, что надо ее вечно отключать. Неудобное управление, блин.
Акио.
Ну, конечно, да, 20 очков, конечно. Ну и ладно, ну и фиг с тобой, ну и победила, молодец.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Когда-нибудь я научусь пользоваться этим заклинанием, которым маловероятнее всего буду использовать. Хотя, может быть, и буду, но не знаю.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Спасибо.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Akio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until
Хорошо.
next time.
Будем знать. Профессор?
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Всем большое спасибо за просмотр. И для того, чтобы серия вышла поскорее, вы, конечно же, знаете, что нужно делать. Ну что ж, все. Всем пока.